How we doing, everybody? This is really your host of Sports Pain. So, I've actually have just come down to redoing this again. I've wanted to start on more of a bold subject here. So, let me just take my glasses off. I hate this glare. Apologies. So, essentially, what I want to do is I just want to set a ground where I just want to be able to talk about the commissioner, the general effects of basically the owners here, the Coyotes fans, and the rest of the NHL. So I'm not going to be one of those guys saying that the Arizona Coyotes are an absolute laughingstock. Are there things that maybe I would have not done or changed? Well, I think all of us can say that. And there has been different, guys inside the front office. So, that's all changed. It seems to constantly keep changing. There's been draft choices, but nonetheless, we know that the ownership group has invested so much time and money in the desert that he wants to stay there. And with Arizona State University being well, the home for who knows how long this is going to be. There's a agreement. How long is this agreement going to be for? I don't know. But I know this. In other sports, if this were Major League Baseball per se, or if this was the NBA or even the NFL, they're more driven towards money. So the commissioner would step forward and say, listen, man, we got to figure something out. We have no idea if this is, because they're concerned about driving revenue. They would say, dude, what are we doing here? Is there anything about a stadium being built locally, and how's that going to be funded? And it's all taxpayer money in America, let's be honest. If it was a Canadian stadium, I do not have a clue, so I'm not even going to try and pretend I know what goes on there. But everyone has talked about either two destinations for Arizona to move, and that would be outside the desert, it being Quebec City to give them another Canadian team. But in actuality, I think the Quebec City team would actually go to Ottawa. That is a segment for another time because that is a whole another topic. But I really think that the one thing that's being brought up is the biggest fan base city that's actually been heavily increasing within the last 10 years, the last decade, is Kansas City. The Kansas City Coyotes and having the wars with St. Louis. Anyone think what I'm thinking? I mean, there was never a war between the Rams and the Chiefs over in Missouri. But could there be a wars between the St. Louis Blues and the Kansas City Coyotes? Oh, absolutely. But they'll show up. They will. It's a sports city. They're passionate. Why not? Trust me. But at the end of the day, we got to stop playing around here because it doesn't matter if you're a commissioner, the owner, because everyone from ticket sales, a percentage of those sales ends up going to all of the owners. I understand that the prices are going a little bit up to compensate. But the problem I have is that the Arizona Coyotes have an average around 15,000 people sitting in attendance, which is about middle. It's middle. Since the mid 2000s. I think around 2006, if I'm correct. Well, it's 2022. You're not going to get there anytime soon. So humor me on this one. What do you want to do? Because if this is about money, we got to figure something out. If this is about keeping the team in one place, also have to figure it out. Because really, time's kind of running out. And a lot of people are just sick of it. And new things to put in place. And even though Arizona is becoming very popular and Phoenix is actually becoming one of the most expensive places to live, everything's been jacked up since the virus. I just don't think anything in the surrounding area is going to actually want taxpaying money to fund the stadium. I think Arizona could really be out, unfortunately. So where do we go from here? I'm confused myself, and I think so are the fans. But is there a way that we could get to an equal ground and settle something? Or is this going to drag out for a year or two? Let me know your thoughts. This is Relly from Sports Pain. Take it easy, y'all.